Tor. Today I'm going to also try to not edit this video at all and do it all in one take, so we got a lot of points to cover, and I hope I don't say 300 million times. To get started, as you can see, I got your present. Bree loves her necklace as well, a pin, but she turned it into a necklace because it's freaking awesome. That is the most beautiful thing. Did Maytel make that, or is it just really awesome Lord of the Rings thing that was created? We really want to know, but it's gorgeous and we love it. I love this. This brings back so many memories. Do you still have the game board for Talisman that we were making Lord of the Rings versions of? Do you remember Talisman? Do you remember when we used to play those games? I have friends that currently play Talisman in California, but still, they play it. And I believe there actually is a Lord of the Rings version of Talisman, which blows my mind because we thought of it first. To get to your point of species and change learning, I get it now. So you're talking about the species as a whole. Have we evolved in a way to allow us to learn things better? And I think yes and no. Yes, because obviously humans are very good at learning new things. My notes. This is why you need to turn your screensaver off. Oh, come on, accept my password. Humans are really good at learning new things. They are probably the quickest of the learning, but we obviously have the biggest capacity to retain information in our brain. So yes, we've evolved very well, but I think that we've also kind of added in or evolved some issues into our learning that hinder us to evolve further. A lot of psychological issues and past experiences, and the fact that we as species kind of ignore the fact that we have instincts, or not instincts in so much as, I thought that would be a good idea, but like kind of like genetic instincts, the way a newborn calf knows how to walk or stuff like that. So I think that we ignore a lot of our instincts and kind of try to power through them, ignore a lot of the chemistry in our brains and stuff like that. And I think that get away from the camera, cat. Hi, cat. Cat's gonna make cameo. Hi, Vala. This is Vala Malduran. If you watch Stargate, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so moving on. So yes, I do think that we as a species are good. I agree, transhumanism, always a plus, get on that. Children being sick. Yeah! Ori still has the sniffles, although we send him back to school because he doesn't have a fever and he is not completely drooling all over the place. So honestly, it's good for his immune system. Build that thing up, and yeah, as long as his ears are fine. My family has a history of lovely ear infections, but he has ear tubes. He got ear tubes when he was really little because he kept getting ear infections over and over and over and over. So he's good with ears for now. But yes, I hope your little one finally kicks it, but be prepared. It's just going to keep happening over and over. Daycare is wonderful. It's a delightful petri dish of death. But yeah, for the record, though, since your kid is so young and going to daycare, your kid is more likely to not get sick in kindergarten than the kids that didn't go. So that's a plus. That means he'll be in school more often for the things that really matter. Zombies. Yes, brains. Zombies are a thing in America a lot, especially now. I read an article about it, and I'll talk about it briefly. I'll also send some links in the doobly-doo. The monster du jour, the monster that a culture kind of grasps onto and evolves and becomes that monster for that generation, has a lot to do with what fears the people of that generation have. So for example, if you take like Japan circa World War II, Godzilla became a big thing because they were really afraid of nuclear strikes. Things that are completely out of their control, destroying an entire city. That is Godzilla. And then we move on. I think aliens became a thing because we were afraid of the unknown. Space exploration was becoming a thing. Do you just want to be a cameo on this? Should I change your name to Cameo? This is Vala. Hi, Vala. Say hi. Yeah, you don't like that. And now we're in zombies. Zombies are, I believe, and this is not me saying, this is something I read or watched on the internet. Zombies kind of show that we're afraid of disease and we're afraid of becoming all the same, and we're afraid of just the fear of biology. Like, we have stem cells that are a huge thing, very popular with people that know science, and very unpopular with people that don't know science. We have vaccines, which are huge in the news right now, anti-vaccines rather, people that don't want to take their vaccines because they're afraid of their kids getting autism, even though there's no proof that that happens. I'm going to get flamed on the internet, I'm sure. But yeah, but that's zombies, right? So your kid getting a injection and then turning into an autistic child, or you catching a cold or some super virus, super bug because of all the antibiotics in the world. That's zombies, right? Zombies are a disease that you can't control that turn you into a zombie, and that's kind of the thing du jour. But I think that the zombies are on their way out. I'm hoping. I don't know what the next big thing is going to be. That show that I was talking about talked a lot about the next big thing probably being something economical, as in the economy, because the world economy is so shitty and people are struggling. It'll be some sort of financial monster or something. We'll figure it out. Chimps eating brains. I thought it was the other way around. Indiana Jones taught me that you eat the chimp's brains chilled for dessert. But I guess there are chimps that don't. Vala, I love you. What are you doing? Speaking about chimp brains and studying species as the history of humans, there was a YouTube show. I really need to link you a lot of YouTube shows. You should watch some of them. They're really short. About monogamy and species, and if some species are monogamous and some species are not. And it's funny you mentioned bonobos, because bonobos are totally not monogamous. They will literally have sex with anything and everyone, and they're not even heterosexual. They are just omnisexual. So that it was very interesting article that was there on the internet, and I think that was pretty cool. About immunity to viruses, kind of bringing it back. I remember a book, I have a book that you lent me a long time ago. Not the same book. I purchased the book because you lent it to me. And I don't know if you remember, but it was Red Mars. Red Mars, Blue Mars, Green Mars. A really great book, but in that book they figure out how to be immune to viruses. They have nanobots. They have anti-immune or immunobots in their system, and they're very expensive. Only the elite of the elite have, or the first settlers of Mars get to have the really awesome ones, and then let humans live forever and be immune to all sorts of things. But that's what we need. We need nano immune systems to kind of cure us of everything, and that'd be awesome. So I'm signed up for that one too. Brain you can have as long as it's a neural implant, and yeah, I'll test out immunobugs. And to wrap up, yeah, maternity leave, yeah, that'd be nice. I was lucky to get a couple weeks off from my work for maternity leave, paternity leave, because, yeah, America's healthcare system, you think Israel's is bad, trust me, America's is worse. Let's all move to Canada. I hear theirs is pretty good. Long waiting list, but pretty good. I'm probably over my 5 minutes. I'm going to try to keep this short. Love the shirt. Thank you. Still haven't heard back from my job interview, although they did tell me that this week I will hear something, and that if I do get it, I start next week. I don't know why they would tell me that unless I did get it, but American job companies are a bit weird. Secondly, if you own an Apple product, like a Mac or a phone or iPad or anything, please patch it to whatever is the latest version. There's a huge security breach in them right now. It's all fixed, but you have to patch up to the latest version. If you haven't, your information is completely open to just being out there. Tell your work buddies and just get the word out. It's really important. And I'm sorry you haven't gotten to see many of the gameplay videos. I'm glad you got to see me play Kerbal. We will have a moment of silence later for poor Jebediah, who is now smashed into the lunar surface. Maybe I'll do another one of those where I actually manage to land and don't hit the advanced time button again, like a moron. But yes, so this has been fun. You still owe me a punishment video, mister. Don't think I've forgotten. I'm glad to hear that you're having a great time teaching. I have been a teacher myself for, corporate things, but I like standing in front of a classroom and teaching them as well, so I can imagine that you enjoy that as well. Tummy Tal, we heart her, and I will see you on Friday. Friday? Or Saturday. Whatever. Rules are for sissies. Bye! Say bye, Vala.